Aha! Look at that. I found some. Hi everybody. I'm hanging out here today and we're gonna look for some cherry head eggs, and I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. I've got my little metal poker, okay? I'll show you in just a moment what that entails. I've got a marker and I got a little bucket, and we've got cherry heads that live in here. So what I'm gonna do is just simply put the bucket down because we don't really need that right now. But what I am gonna do is say hello to Darth Maul. Hi Darth Maul, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome everybody. What we're gonna do is, if I cannot by sight, in other words, if I can't see that the ground has been disturbed, I'm going to probe with this little device. It's just basically a metal rod, and I tap the ground, and if I find a nest cavity, it'll sink. Now you got to be gentle because the possibility is always high that you might actually mess up a nest or crack an egg. But over here, let me show you what I'm looking for. We're looking for ground that looks a little bit disturbed, even though these guys tend to really do a good job hiding things. Let's get you adjusted so I can get a little more extension on the old arm here. Okay, so I don't know, like, see, this would be suspect to me, but it looks like it doesn't look mounded up enough, so I'm gonna probe that. But what we'll do is start a probe, and let's see what we got here, people. Gotta see what we got going on here. And away we go. Come on over here. I like to start over in this area first. Hey, what's up, guys? So I just gently tap. Okay, and this looks kind of disturbed to me. This looks like somebody has been digging. So I'm gonna get dirty. Let's get dirty and see what's up. Let's see what we got. A lot of earthworm activity, that's for sure. I don't think so. Nothing right there. There's a lot of roots, and if there are a lot of roots, it's not a good spot. But what about right here? Right there looks kind of interesting to me. That looks interesting to me. And again, it's a big fat nothing. It's a big zero, people. This is why it's called looking for eggs. Maybe not finding eggs, but we're looking for them. Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. Tap, 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 and you can feel when it actually, like, that's a pretty good sinking right there. That's sunk fairly nicely. Now I might even find old nests that I have missed. Oh yes, and I did. This is an old nest. You know why I know? Because my finger went right through a shell, and it's been rotted out. This is an old nest. Look at this. See that? That's a bummer. Man, I hate when I miss things. And look, the worms got the eggs, so the eggs, for whatever reason, did not hatch, and the earthworms wind up getting them. So that's an old nest. There's some shell. You can really see. That happens. No big deal. No big a deal. Let's keep going. But you can see how the probe sinks down when it reaches a nest cavity. Like this area looks interesting to me. That looks interesting. Oh. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. We got some thunder coming, and I like to try and get the eggs out of the ground before a major rainstorm. Very fertile soil, though, in case you were wondering, any of you farmers out there. This is not a bad, look at that. Do you want to eat that, buddy? Maybe you'll eat that. I don't know, Darth Maul. It's up to you. You are herbivore, but they don't pass up a little grub from time to time, or earthworms, which I throw in for the Chinese box turtles usually. And these guys are certainly interested in my activity around here, as are the elongated tortoises. Oh, what's that? What's this? What's this? That went down pretty good. No. Wait. Nope, false alarm, people. Sorry. And I'm gonna leave these exposed for now because I don't wanna backtrack or get the same ones. But this is what I gotta do. And it's actually kind of fun. I enjoy just being out here with these animals, and they're very curious, as you can see. I don't know, I think that's an old one. I don't think I'm gonna try to dig that up. I don't feel a clink. Am I gonna lose toes again? That would not be good. Right? Oh, you guys, oh, no, those are toes. Those are not grubs. I left the grub right there. No, come on, man. What am I doing? I never learn, people. I come out with the sandals and that's no bueno. But I am actually being gentle as I probe with this rod. Like little zombies. Wait a second. That seemed interesting. Well, I'm coming up with a big fat zero here, people. Holy smokes. You gotta like to get dirty when you're looking for tortoise eggs. Look at that. That's interesting. Look at this guy. He's gone right through this wood casing thing. Look at that. Not a problem. Excuse me. Oh, that's a fat, juicy sucker. Nothing. Nothing. And over the years, I have noticed that they like to lay in certain areas. So those are areas that I pay attention to. Like over here, they like to lay against structures usually. Not always, but more often than not. These are some older nests that I've already exposed. So I don't suspect there'd be any new ones right next to them. Yeah, the rain's coming. I don't feel like standing out in the rain. Wait a second. Wait a second. Uh-huh. Hold it. Aha! Look at that. I found some. I don't know how old these are, so I'm gonna go ahead and mark them. Look at that. I knew we'd find something. They might have been in here for a while, but you always got to be patient. It's worth it. All right. I'm glad I came back and revisited this area too. A lot of worms around them. So let's go ahead and get my marker out of my shorts here. Place you guys right there. And then we just simply make a little X. All right, so now we know the right orientation. And look at this. Looks like 3 more eggs in there. So I gently pull them back to expose them. We're gonna go ahead and put X's on them, just so that we know the orientation they were in. We don't want to rotate the eggs because after about 24 hours, reptile eggs, the embryo attaches itself to the top of the shell so that when it grows up in the right orientation, and it can then hatch out right side up, which is important if you're a tortoise, right? So there you have it. There's another one. Very cool. So this turned out to be a good idea to come out and look for some eggs, huh? That's 4 possible babies that we're gonna have. There, oh, my X is somewhat wiped off a little, but let's get this one out. There it is. There's my X. And look at this, we've got a 5th egg. That's a big clutch for these cherry heads. That's a pretty big clutch. Let's exit. Very cool. All right, how about that? Good score, people, good score. What finally came into play was just getting down and dirty into the dirt. I love it. Let's get that bucket. I'm gonna fill that back in. Let's get this bucket. These guys think they're getting fed, but I'm gonna go ahead and put some pine needles in this bucket because that'll hold the eggs or keep the eggs from rolling around. So that is a very cool little video of how I collect some eggs. Oops, excuse me. Let's get that in there, and then we're gonna bring them into the incubator and just put them right in an already prepared container that I have. So again, you don't wanna roll them, just pick them up gently, place them in, and these little guys should develop nicely. And we'll have some more baby cherry head tortoises. Maybe they're Darth Mauls, I don't know. If they come out with those screaming red heads, then you know they're a Maul kid. Oh, look at all these guys coming down the pipe. So much fun. All right, how awesome. Let's get this out of here. And this, I usually just kind of poke it right there. We're gonna go inside and throw these guys into the incubator, and that'll be egg collection 101, everyone. Just came out, had nothing going on. Thought, man, let me look for some eggs. And we got 5. So that's pretty rad. And just in the nick of time because it's starting to rain. Kate's not been feeling well. I got over strep throat last week. It's been a very sick, kind of biohazard contagion kind of week, the old camp. I'm gonna get this up in here, place it over here, and then I'll show you what I do. Quite simply, if you have not ever seen it, longtime followers of the channel probably have seen this, but to the newly subscribed, this is kind of my little office hangout room. This is where I keep my bank account. As you can see, I was looking for some change there yesterday. Everyone's got to have a change jar. And this is what we're going to be up to. We got kind of empty incubator. We got some radiateds. We got 11 of the rhino iguana eggs. We've got eggs in there of various kinds, redfoots and cherry heads and so on. And we've also got eggs here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and remove this. Look at, here's some more eggs there. And we're gonna place these guys in with their little cousins. And simply, I'm gonna actually go from the back. I'm just gonna go back like this because I just wanna keep them back here. Just placing them in gently. Okay. And now let's get that last one. I tend not to have them touch. I don't think it's a big deal because they touch in the nest. And I like to put this paper towel over. You see how it's pliable? If the paper towel gets too crispy and dry, then I know that I need to up the humidity. And that's just a really cool little trick that I learned from a friend of mine, Rob Roy McGinnis. He did it. Once he taught me that, I had really good success with my what are they called? Rhino eggs. All right, everyone, that's it. That's the story. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's raining outside. I'm signing off. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'm trying to talk low because Kate's still not feeling good. I'm gonna wake her up. Hit the notifications button and go to patreon.com/Kamp Kenan. Sorry, it's dark in here. Didn't click on the lights. See you soon. Bye.